everyone. The goal today is to have good audio, so here am I with this microphone. So yeah, I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So every Sunday, me and my family, we go to church. And today, I'm going to show you not a normal word here in Idaho. I'm going to show you a Brazilian word. Why do we have a Brazilian word? Why do people go to this word? You're going to have answers to all these questions and more in today's video. Let's go. So I'm not gonna record the actual meaning, so here's a time lapse of me doing the translation. So in Brazil we do not have different language words like we have in the United States, so that's pretty cool. So it's pretty common for members of the church up here to have Spanish words, Polynesian words, so on and so forth, and it just depends on how many speakers of that language there are in a place, and then they get to open a ward or branch of their own. And that's what we have here. My calling is to be the translator. I'm one of the translators, so I just translate whatever the speaker is speaking to the opposite language, either Portuguese or English. I started going to a Portuguese speaking branch when I was in Rexburg in college, BYU, Idaho. And then when we moved to the Treasure Valley, we're going to the branch on this side of the state. Currently, it's in Meridian. We just recently moved to this new chapel in an effort to be in a more central location. And it's been working. We get lots of people. Most of the people in the ward are, people that you have Brazilians that got married to Americans. And we also had people that served their full-time missionary missions in Brazil. And so they speak Portuguese and now they are joining us in the church. It's pretty cool. Why would you choose to go to a ward that is far away from your house since you have a chapel that is close to you? This is our Portuguese-speaking ward, so why do you come here?
So I think there's a few reasons, and some of the reasons are simple, like I'm married to a Brazilian, so it's a place where she can come and kind of feel that connection to the people around her, and to practice the language skills and things like that. But I think ultimately for me, I feel like there is a larger work to be done here. And so in large pre-established wards, sometimes it's hard to go and actually feel like you're contributing in some ways. And so like I come here and I get 3 callings, and it's I didn't come looking for callings, of course, but it just, the Lord has a work, and we're very specifically, we have a specific skill set that the Lord is needing to do a work here that I don't necessarily feel like I'm doing, at a home ward.
Yeah, that's cool. And do you think the language makes that much difference, or do you think it's just the type of people that gather in those types of wards, like the one that we have?
I think the fact that the language, like I said, for some people it is their language, and there are people here that don't speak the language, and I think it just kind of proves that it's a place where all sorts of different people can come and they feel welcome, and we of course try to be inclusive and make sure everyone's taken care of. But I think the language, in some ways, if this answers your question, it does bring, even though people, there are language barriers, I think it does actually bring people closer together, because nobody is here unless they want to be here.
Yeah.
And so like if they have the desire, it creates these bonds of friendship between people who all have the same goals ultimately.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
So I have a very simple question for you. We're here in this Brazilian ward, we call it Portuguese branch, which is kind of far away from some people, closer to some people, but everyone has a chapel that is right next to their house. So why do you choose to come to the Brazilian or Portuguese branch?
Well, first because my kids, my daughter and my husbands don't speak Portuguese, and I thought about if they come over here, they will help with the language and know more about my culture and the language, how we are in Brazil. So that was one of the reason. And the second reason is because I like to be with my Brazilian friends. We like to do a lot of stuff together and like to hear things in our own language. I think is the best thing. I know the spirit is the same. We feel the spirit in Portuguese and English, any language. But when you listen in our own, from our birth place, and I think make the spirit be more special. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I understand. Like, I don't prefer Portuguese over English, but I like it. You know, the mix of people that we get here is something that you don't get anywhere else. But how do you think it is for your husband? So you're Brazilian, I'm Brazilian as well. Your husband is American. How do you think he likes or doesn't like it?
Oh, he loved it. He loved it. When I told him I was thinking about, he was the one actually said, you know, I think we need to change. I think we need to move to the Portuguese branch. He was so excited. And we moved now to a different church in a different city, and it's kind of far from our home. And so I told him, I said, I think maybe it's better to come back to our English word. He's like, no, we need to be over there. I love to be in the Portuguese. So it's good because he's excited to be over here and stay in my side without them being Brazil, you know what I mean? So this is so good for me, and I'm so excited to keep going, and I'm inviting a lot of friends to come to the Portuguese and know more about our culture, and especially feel the spirit that we feel over here at the time.
That's awesome. Thanks for your time, Shirley.
You're welcome.
Hey, thanks for coming to church with me today. Going on with the theme of the channel of talking about my work life here in the United States. Every week I'm also going to church every Sunday, and this is something that is special to me. And there's a added ingredient there with the church being a Brazilian branch. As you've seen from the comments of the people that I've interviewed, and I know that most people in the branch share this view. It doesn't matter the language, but it's also special to get this select type of people together in our ward. And it's something special that recharges me on Sunday so I can face the challenges of the week. So thanks for watching. My name is James, and this is 9 to 5 Abroad.